I'm going to talk about red ammo and why, when trying to fix it, they ruin the entire game. This is red ammo. It makes everyone really mad. Probably because if a sniper rifle hits you in the head with it, you die in one hit. When the game first came out, this could too, but people got sick of that and said nerf it. So what they did, as a solution, is nerf every single gun and bullet in the game. There was only three maps at launch: Farm, Valley, and Armory. And Armory was only the interior section. It was very, very small. So it was all about who could peek and jiggle and headshot with the foul. And that was pretty much it. So what did the end game look like back then? Well, Farm, it was M110s, Thermals, Mosins. Lockdown was also pretty much the same thing as Forbidden, except more people would run T6 in Forbidden, but back then you could even run T6 in normal, and some psychopaths would. Armory, however, was only indoors in close quarters, so you wouldn't really see tappers. So all the competitive streamers weren't even using them and weren't even getting killed by them. They were all using the FAL. Armory back then is basically what TV Station is right now and what Airport is about to be. When Season 1, Part 1 launched, two new maps were added: New Armory and TV Station, and we played them for a couple weeks. But after a couple weeks, an update came out that wasn't announced, and that was when they nerfed all the ammo and ranges, made it so the foul couldn't one shot anymore. They did all of these things as a solution to the people that were complaining about M61 out of a foul in particularly. So, when they nerfed the foul, did that fix everything and was everyone happy? No. So let's think about T4 ammo today. It's okay against 4, not that great against 5, really not that great against 6. But it's not an upgrade from purple, it's where you start. This is the baseline now. This isn't an upgrade. This isn't something you fork more money out for. But in Season 0, T3 ammo was T4 ammo right now. So most people were running T4 ammo. They were running T3. Almost nobody ran 5, and almost nobody ran 6 other than the FAL. And guess how much this cost back then? Only 3K a bullet. So what do you think happened when T3 ammo was now useless dog shit and not good for killing anything, even T4, and T4 ammo became the new worst bullet? Everything else absolutely skyrocketed in price. The other thing that happened is the meta completely changed. And people didn't even know how good the HK was. The HK came out Season 1. People didn't really know yet. Some people knew, but not everyone was running it. People were running M4s back then. They were running P90 was still good. MPX. MPX was one of the main metas. FAL, they were all up there. There was a lot of guns. MP5 even. Everything. Everything in the game was good. Deagles could two-shot T5. There was a lot of variance. You weren't just seeing the exact same guns every single game, except small Forbidden Armory. When people started flocking to find the next meta after all the ammo was dog shit, they found the HK. They also found the AEK. And then the only other thing anyone was using on TV was the M110. Some people would use the SJ. I know GL used to use the SJ a lot. Other than that, that was pretty much it. And all these other guns, nobody used them. They're dog shit. They can't compete with an, at the time, 800 RPM. Yep, that's right. When this came out, it only had an 800 RPM. And then they buffed it once to 850, and then they buffed it again to 900, even though it was one of two assault rifles anyone was using. And the real funny part about that second buff, they nerfed the AEK in the same patch, making it so the HK is the king you see today. Because other than the AEK and HK being able to kill people with their bullets, people started flocking more to tappers, not less. So the solution actually made things worse. The only playstyles that you had left was use one of the two assault rifles, use a tapper with red ammo, or leg meta. And that's it. Every other gun, pointless. So now that tappers, you're seeing more than ever, people were dying to tappers a lot more. And they didn't like getting killed in one hit in the same game where it took 5 or 6 assault rifle bullets to kill anyone. But that's not the only thing that streamers and the ABI public were crying about. Most streamers who play this game like running at people. They like using assault rifles. They like making fun to watch content. They don't want to stand still with sniper rifles. They also like killing people and getting good loot and getting T6 and getting high values. But because people with sniper rifles were in such dog shit gear or no gear at all they got was a sniper rifle and red ammo, which annoyed them. Streamers continued to cry about red ammo and the people who use them, and their fans listened. Their fans also commented on how much they hated red ammo and the people who used them because they loved the streamers they watched. So then Season 1 Part 2 came out, and in that, the devs increased all the price of red ammo. And then the streamers continued to cry, and their fans continued to cry. And in Season 2, the devs said, okay, we'll increase the price again. So now SJ was about 70K, M110 was about 30K a bullet, whatever. But you guessed it, they continued to cry, which brings us to Season 3. The playtest for Season 3 came out, and people discovered that red ammo was going to be craft only and findable in Raid, and that's it. So, this is the workbench where you can craft red ammo. If you're a brand new player, you have to upgrade this 3 times to craft red ammo and 5 times to get 3 slots. The timers stay about the same. It's 12 hours for 30 M61, 16 hours for 20 SNB, 24 hours for 27N, and 20 hours for 10 338 AP. So you can craft in all 3 slots if you have 5. Tier 5 workbench costs about 30 million total and a bunch of timers. It keeps asking you to craft 50 ammo to get to the next tier, whatever. It takes you a few weeks from 0 to get to 5. So brand new players, they have to work a little bit to get red ammo. But everyone who was already playing already had a bunch. And also, for about 2 weeks before Season 3, the dev said, we're taking red ammo off the market. However, you're going to be able to buy it from the contacts every single day, once a day, for about 2 weeks. So that's how we stored so much of it. So because the devs let us buy it for 2 weeks, and also people who already had it, you still saw it at the beginning of the season, pretty much exactly the same. But as the weeks went on, it slowly dwindled out, and you didn't see it nearly as often. There's hardly ever tappers on TV anymore. There's still tappers on Armory and Northridge and Farm, but still, most of them don't have red ammo. And new players, they can't just jump into it and have it, so they have to work for it. So now the tappers weren't in the end game as much. Did streamers stop crying? No. It actually made things worse than ever because people weren't even bringing red ammo outside their case anymore at all because they knew it was harder to get. Listening to the opinion of streamers and then the devs trying to fix it and making it worse seems to be a very big pattern in this game. So, despite the fact that the streamers were only using one gun for the past 7 months, they still wanted red ammo changed, even after the workbench, even after the price increases, after it was removed from the market entirely, they still wanted change. So now they're saying remove it entirely, increase kit limits. Some are saying nerf the damage. Some are saying you can keep it, but it has to be outside your case. All sorts of things. Well, for the finale of this video, I want to show you something. I put a T6 helmet on this man. I'm also using T5, which is not red ammo. I want to show you something. 3 headshots out of the best sniper rifle in this entire game. I want to show you something else. This is also T5 ammo. Oh. Well, how fast does it kill a chest then? I'm glad you asked. What about this? Oh. If we get rid of red ammo, or make it even harder to get than it is right now, there is zero purpose for sniper rifles to be in this game. We only have one good gun and are about to have two. And this gun kills in 0.3 seconds while you're wearing the best armor in the game. There is 0 point in keeping sniper rifles in the same game as that. Congratulations, you fixed red ammo. So this was my little history of red ammo. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. This is linked to my YouTube, so if you want, check out all those videos about shitty guns I made and how shitty they are. Some are pretty funny, some aren't. I really appreciate it. Thanks.